Jerry Lawerence is a man of many accomplishments, both in his private life and in his career. He's lived his life in constant motion.
Pick up a little bit. Watch
as an award-winning radio personality,
now after 8 o'clock on CHNS AM 96 with Jer Bear.
A well-respected and effective politician, a race car enthusiast, and devoted family man. An impressive list by anyone's standards. But Jerry's done it all with an added challenge.
My feet froze. Gee, I think that was a pretty good job. Girls, what do you think?
Jerry was born in Halifax in 1939. He had a happy, healthy childhood, till at the age of 12 he was struck by a life-changing illness.
I contracted polio in 1951.
Polio limited the use of his legs, but Jerry's teenage enthusiasm kept him on the move. At 15, he took a radio and television repair course. That began a lifelong fascination with broadcasting. In 1959, Jerry met the love of his life. He likes to say that Sheila was drawn to him for one particular reason.
I guess it was the fact that I had a car.
He was good looking. He was kind. He was sweet. He had a car and he loved me.
It's true. It's true, I am good looking.
They were married in 1963. By that time, Jerry was working as a board operator at CJCH Radio in Halifax, Nova Scotia. In 1964, he got his chance to host a Saturday night country show. After that, there was no looking back. His wildly successful on-air career spanned 30 years, culminating in his induction into the Canadian Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame in 2002. Hello Metro, Jerry's signature show, aired for 20 years and is still remembered with laughter.
What? Yeah? Well, I tell you, everybody there wanted me to get you on Hello Metro.
Jerry's biggest inspiration was Hello Metros. He's the king of doing the prank calls.
And not all of his pranks happened on Hello Metro.
Oh, gee, this goes back to the old CJCH days, and I'd be walking down the hall on the crutches, and one of the guys would stick their foot out, and I would go flying on the floor, and they would have guests in.
And they'd see us doing this, and they're thinking, what are they doing to the bear? And Jerry would make a big scene out of it, but it was just fresh meat because there was a new audience, so Jerry would do it just to have fun.
The gimmick was nobody would help me get up. I'd have to do it myself. And these poor nuns were standing in the hallway, and they were saying, oh, my, isn't that awful?
Jerry made it all look easy because he refused to see anything as an insurmountable obstacle, but there were definitely challenges along the way.
I find when you have a disability or a handicap or you're different than the mainstream, whatever the mainstream is, you're always trying to prove yourself. And I can see myself years ago with the braces and crutches and actually almost crawling into the radio station and throwing the crutches in front of me and then going and getting them in the snowbanks, you know. But I always made sure I was on the air, and many times I slept at the radio station to make sure I was on the air the next morning.
His can-do attitude has carried over to his family life.
I'm sure he did more than any of my friends' fathers did. You know, summer, winter, you know, hockey, baseball, never missed a game. You know, I'm sure all of my friends were envious. It doesn't matter where he's at or what the situation is. He's able to bring humor to the table, make people feel at ease, and that's something that I learned from him, and my brothers have as well.
Not only did he make humor a big part of his career, he used it to show people that there was no need to treat him differently and no reason to skirt around the subject of his disability.
No, I think there's a way you can put people at ease, and I mean, people don't, as I mentioned at the start, they don't look at me as a person who has a disability. It's, you know, Jer Bear or Jerry or whatever.
Jerry didn't let his disability get in the way. He made it a part of his personality and made everybody feel comfortable with it.
One day, I wheeled into the office, and my secretary was on the phone, and she said, oh, just a moment, Mr. Lawerence just walked in. And after she said it, she realized what she had said, And I laughed. It was so funny, and her face got so red, you know.
So I really didn't, we really never thought of Jerry as having a disability. He was just another one of the gang. He was an announcer. He had, as I said, a warped sense of humor, and he fit right in with everyone else.
And Jerry certainly never thought of himself as disabled. His current project is a book about his life called I Can Do It, I Did It.
But oh yeah, there are all kinds of challenges that you just find a way of getting around them, you know. If somebody puts an obstacle there, you as a human being will find a way around it, you know, somehow. And simple as that.